Hello everyone and welcome to another Football Manager 2016 video, and this is going to be the something number of the next PEP, and we have two new jobs to show you. Now I know what you're thinking. How, why, when, where, what, and who. Or not particularly in that order, but we have two new jobs. One of them is a national team job, one of them is a club job. Right after the Euros, a lot of big European teams were sacking their managers for underperforming, which I'm not too upset about because it turned out pretty well for us. And we jumped on it. We left Ireland. We applied for Belgium, and we got it. And the Belgium team, we're a pretty decent squad. This is the setup I'm running, not with Mignolet though. Jesus, he's terrible. I played him for one game and he ruined it. I'm running a system with just pretty simple but ball playing defenders and defend box to box, inside forward on support, winger on attack, a trequartista, and a complete forward. Trequartista is usually De Bruyne. This was a long time ago, so I don't think I could find it, but actually, oh, why is this so awkward? Alright, all they know how to do is tempo. But anyway, De Bruyne said that he thinks I should be managing at a higher level than my current job. Like, he thinks I could be managing at better teams. Thinks I went a little low, but I am managing Rochdale in the Football League 2. And I got this job at the very beginning of December, I think. And I wanted to wait till the January transfer window to do an episode. Yeah, I got it December 12th. That was my first game against Wrexham. I guess that's why the manager got sacked. Those are some pretty terrible results, but we've improved the form a bit. A 0-0 draw against Wrexham, 3-0 against Oxford, 1-1 against Bristol Rovers, 3-0 loss, 3-1 loss, 2-2 draw, 3-1 win, 2-1 loss, 2-0 win, and a 1-0 win. And we've got Exeter in the league today. I think the next game we're going to do in this series is probably the Wimbledon game-ish. No, they stink. Maybe Blackpool then. And then Oxford, because I think that's really all that's worth doing. Or maybe Morecambe and Forest Green, and then Oxford. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. And I was actually offered a job. I've actually been getting some interviews in the Sky Bet Championship as I'm still managing here, which is a bit odd, but I would definitely take it. We're 10 points off the worst playoff spot, but I think if it's not this season, next season we can definitely challenge for the playoff spot easily. And let's show you the transfers I made in January, because I had to make the squad my own, of course. And none of those transfers are mine. My first transfer was Tom Brewitt, English center back, decent stats. He was a free transfer. I thought, why not? Good heading, marking, tackling, positioning. Mentals are all right, so signed him up. And then I got Arsenal as an affiliated club, because I did ask for a parent club in the job interview. They said they'd be willing to. We got Arsenal or Chelsea as a choice. I took Arsenal because their youth academy, or their youth facilities, are better. And we loaned in Terry Pegler, a left winger. He's actually been pretty decent for us. 2 goals and an assist in one game, and 2 goals and an assist in 6 games in the Sky Bet League 2. 7.27 average rating. He could be a very good player in the future, so hopefully he'll remember us. Then Jim Cassidy from Carlisle for £2,000. Jim Cassidy, he had a really good start. He had 2 assists in his first game to play right wing, just kind of as a backup, but excuse me, he got an injury. He will be back 5 to 12 days, so hopefully you'll see a bit more of him. We'll wait for Rodrigo Sparks and Tony Kahinda. Wayne Lodgeden from Cambridge for £3,500. I wanted a midfielder that could play more defensive role better, and he can. We don't have many midfielders that can play a ball-winning midfielder, and this guy does it pretty well with great teamwork, work rate, determination, good passing, good tackling, and decent physicals. Tosin Kehinde, a Nigerian defensive mid that I signed for the system. He has been fantastic. I can't stress him enough. His stats aren't incredible. He's got good acceleration, to be fair. But those mentals, 13 dribbling, 11 finishing, 12 first touch, 14 long shots, 13 passing. He has 1 goal in 4 games and a 7.53 average rating, so I'm extremely thrilled with him. But not as happy as I am with this signing, Rodrigo Sparks from MK Dons for the largest transfer we've made in a long time for £120,000. The kid is an animal. He's 21 years old. He has 2 goals in 4 games and a 7.4 average rating. He's completed 7 dribbles, so that gives you a little hint of the kind of player he is. 11 dribbling, 9 finishing, 12 first touch, 14 long shots, 10 passing, 11 technique, 17 teamwork. May I go on? We're playing him in a false 9 role. We switched up the system a little bit. I originally had an advanced forward, but I wanted to make this guy feel at home as possible. He can also play left wing and center attacking mid, so if we ever need him to, we can. But anyway, let's get into this game, and here's the team we're going to pick today. Jonathan Deba, he's a Congolese goalkeeper. He looks pretty decent, to be honest, so happy with that. He was already here. Andy Cannon at right back. He wants to leave, as a couple other people do. Tom Pruitt, we met him. Cameron James, he's a pretty decent center back. He was already here. Scott Tanzer, he wants to leave, and he's a fantastic player. He is so good. Just putting in great performances every game. Tosin Kehinde, he'll be playing a DM role. Tim Chow, he was already here. A pretty decent little center mid. Callum Camps, he wants to leave as well, so that's not ideal. But a lot of these players want to leave because we're not playing at a high enough level. Juwan Edwards, he's the right wing. He's not terrible. You can pause at any moment if you want to take a closer look at anyone. He wants to leave. He's a decent left winger, but it's only because Pegler is tired and Rodrigo Sparks is going to be up top. Here's the system. We're playing a winger on attack, both wingers on attack, a false 9, an advanced playmaker, a roaming playmaker, a ball-winning mid, that's a defensive mid, both fullbacks on attack, and 2 central defenders on defend. Gee, that was a long little introduction. We are the favorites for this game, and that could move us up to 12th if Bury don't get a result. They're lining up with a 4-4-2. Kyle Scott, we got to mark him hard apparently. And let's say if we play our game, we'll win. You're very capable of that. Andy Cannon is happy. James Hooper is happy. And so is Rodrigo Sparks. So let's get into this game and hopefully win our first live comm as a Rochdale manager. Here it is. Hooper crosses. Edwards' goal. That was literally the first highlight of the half in the very end. We're up to 13th position now. But, oh my gosh, that was the first highlight in 46 minutes of a game. And it's just the simple goal at the back post, a tap-in. Hooper with a pretty decent delivery, and Edwards side volleys into the net. 1-0, and I would edit this part out, but it's already into the second half, or halftime anyway. And I'm going to say I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. James Hooper seems happy about it because, I mean, he did put in a good cross. And let's try and get Rodrigo Sparks happy. Nope. Not the greatest team talk, but let's try and expand this lead as we are favorites for this game against Exeter. All right, here we're going to have to make a substitution forced because Callum Camps has picked up an injury, which is a shame because he is a very good player. But Hassler Craig, I guess, will come in. He's more of a left winger probably, but not too bad as a center mid. So hopefully he can start something going forward. All right, Scott crosses in here, headed away. Tullett, blocked off by Sparks. There was one highlight in that game, and it was a goal. Our goal. thankfully, and not a good result, 3 points. I'm not going to complain. That keeps us in 13th place and still with a small shot of getting the playoffs so we can go on an incredible run of form, which is unlikely because we have Chesterfield, who are second in the division, and they're probably looking to be automatically promoted. And bruised rib, 9 to 12 days, and we are going to apply for the Watford job right now. Oh, they're in the championship, but still, I would love the Watford job. A really good club to have, but whether we get any interviews or anything, you're going to have to see until next time. So anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please smash a thumbs up and comment down below any suggestions for the series, where you maybe what country you guys want to see me managing, because we are going to be in England for at least a year or two, unless you guys really don't like it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.